It's not live. So welcome. As I was saying to the group, if you want to turn on your cameras just for us, so I can see you, maybe guide you a little more. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. I understand that. It's done both ways. There's no right or wrong. I've also shared in the link, good morning, Claudette. Also shared in the link in the comments section, and Nissel will put it in the live section, a Spotify song for the Shavasana for the end of the practice. And so when we go into Shavasana after the Supine Twist, I'll just prompt you to go to the Spotify, and then you can turn that on and then have a maybe more different experience than you've had. So thank you, and for joining me for Power Yoga today. Lose your mind here. My intention is always here for us to get rid of the ripples in our minds, that we create. So that's what we're going to talk about today: creation versus making. And so if you want to join me in child's pose today, that'd be great. So stretch your hands out to the front of the mat and spread your knees wide, wider than the mat actually, and then pull on your hands, simultaneously pulling on your hips towards the back, and bring your forehead to the mat. And take a deep breath and release. Take a deep breath and release. Take a deep breath and release. And breathe in and release. And downward facing dog. Bend your right leg and then your left. Spread the length of the mat. Now there was these two construction workers who would meet every day. And every day, one of the construction worker would say, during lunch, he was, another peanut butter sandwich. It's unbelievable. And every day he would complain about his peanut butter sandwich. Finally, his friend turned to him and said, if you're so sick and tired of your peanut butter sandwiches, why don't you ask your wife to make you another kind of sandwich? And the first gentleman looked at him and says, I'm not married. I make my own peanut butter sandwiches. Bend your knees, look forward, and step forward. Yeah, we make our own mess, and then we complain about them. Ragdoll, bring your hands to your elbows and swing from side to side. And release your arms. And roll your way all the way up to mountain pose. And then stand in mountain pose. And then hands to your side. And we'll just practice standing correctly here, activating your body. So lift your 10 toes and put your feet at 12 o'clock actually. And then lift your 10 toes. Your feet are mat width apart or hip width apart. Lift them, spread your 10 toes. Press the big toe out down to the floor. And press the center of the heel down to the floor. And then activate your quads and turn your inner shins, your inner ankles back here. So you're twisting a bit. Pull your belly button in and twist your pelvis forward and up. Expand your chest and upper back. Bring your shoulder blades together and then bring your chin to the back of your neck. Everything's activated here, your arms, your belly button, your quads, your feet, your shins. Breathe in, activate everything, and release. Hands to heart center and join me for one Om to start the class. Inhale. Inhale, hands to the sky for extended mountain, micro back bend. Look up, and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shin. Activate your shoulder blades together. Micro bend your knees. Yeah. And look forward. Your chin to the back of your neck. Belly button into the spine. You lift your 10 toes and spread them. And then turn your inner ankles back and activate your quads. Different pose, isn't it? And forward fold. Hands to the mat. Right foot back. Left foot back. Drop to your knees. And this is the modified plank. And then lower for low plank. Upward facing dog. Your knees are on your floor. Modified upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. You can do that modification at any time during the flow. It's a choice. Activate your shoulder blades. Press the big toe out to the floor. Pull your inner ankles back and activate your quads. Belly button in. Press the center of each hand down to the mat. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward. Halfway lift, forward fold, all the way up to extended mountain. Stretch up, micro back bend to the back. Breathe in. And forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, hands to the mat. Jump or step back into plank or low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your 10 fingers off the mat and press the center of the big finger, the mount there. Press that to the mat. And then grip your hands to the mat. As you're hollowing your hands. Shoulder blades are together. Expand your chest and upper back. Belly button in. Bend your knees. Look forward. Step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Micro back bend. And full forward. Step or hop back into plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Press the palm of your hand into the mat. Lift your fingers and grip them. You can feel your arms like gripping. Expand your chest and upper back. Shoulder blades are together. Pull your belly button in. Bend your knees. Lift up your hips and then straighten your legs. This is different too, isn't it? Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward. Halfway lift, forward fold, all the way up to extended mountain. Micro back bend, forward fold, halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your fingers in front, press the palm of your hands down, grip your hands, activate your back, pull the belly button in, bend your knees, bring your ankles back, inner ankles back, then straighten your legs. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward, halfway lift, forward fold, all the way up to chair. Sit in your chair. What can you create here? The difference between create and making something up in your thoughts, creating ripples in your brain. And sit in your chair. Creation comes from doing something. And sit in your chair. Like when you're sitting in your chair, you're doing something. Lifting your toes, you're doing something. Bringing your arms back, you're doing something. Then you can create something. Hands to the mat. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right hand side, right foot, right hand, rise up. Bring your top foot or your right foot to the top of the mat. Expand your chest and upper back. Shoulders are down, hands are up, and you look up. What are you creating versus making up? Our thoughts are like ripples in our heads, right? The more we think about it, the higher the ripple gets, the more damaging it gets. Can you just observe the thought and then do something? Hands to the mat, right foot back for plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left foot, left hand, rise up to warrior one. Bring that right foot forward. Bring the right hip forward. Hands to the air, micro back bend. Expand your chest. Deep breath in. That's breathing. That's doing something. Yeah, can you notice your breath? Is it shallow? Can you do something different? Create something different? Hands to the mat. Left foot back for plank. And low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. All the way up to extended mountain and sit in your chair. Breathe in and sit in your chair. Breathe in, shoulder blades together, and sit in your chair. Breathe in and sit in your chair. Do something. Hands to the mat. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right hand side. Right foot, right hand. Expand to the sky. Look all the way up. Bring your eyes to the back of your head. Hook your thumbs together and look up. Look up. Open up to warrior two. Flip your front palm, bring your thumb to your index finger, move forward, and then bring your right hand to the sky, your left hand to your shin, or humble warrior or exalting warrior. Go deep into that right thigh, right hip. What are you going to create here? Bring your eyes to the to the crown of your head. What are you going to do? Hands to the mat, right foot back, plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, warrior one, left hand slide, left foot, left hand, right foot at 45 degrees, heel down, hands to the sky, hips are facing forward. What are you going to do? Now, when you're reading the news, or you're in your stories, reading an email, you're not doing anything. You're not creating something new. We're born to create, to do. What are you doing now? Can you go deeper into that left hip? Can you open the left knee? Open up to warrior two. Flip your front palm. Bring your thumb to your next finger. Move forward and then exalt your warrior. Left hand to the sky. Right hand to your shin. Bring your eyeballs way to the crown. You're doing something here. Breathe. Or are you making your own peanut butter sandwiches? Are you stuck in making your own sandwiches? Hands to the mat. Left foot back for plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot to the sky. Lift your front, all your fingers. Bring them down and grip them. Bring your shoulder blades together. You can drop a knee here if you want to. You may need to. Same thing. Yeah, if you do that, push into your shoulder blades and drop the right leg. Lift the left leg up. Grip those hands, shoulder blades together. Foot to the mat, bend your knees, step your heart forward, halfway lift, forward fold, rise up into chair. Forward fold, halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot, right hand, warrior one on the right hand side. Rise up, warrior two. Exalt your warrior. Warrior two. Shoulder blades together. Bind your hands on your back and then bend forward. Humble warrior. What are you doing here? Can you lift your 10 toes? That's different. Warrior two. Straighten out the right leg. Flip your palms towards the side for triangle pose. Right hand, right shin, or to the outside of the right foot, or to a block and look up. What are you doing that's creative here? Can you build your shoulder blades together? It's just micro little movements in creative space. Like it's adding salt when it needs to. And just micro movement. You can expand the length of the mat with your feet, giving you more space for creativity. And rise up. Put all 10 toes towards the side walls and fold forward. For side facing forward fold. And rise up. I'll just flip around so you can see me here. And point your front toes towards the front, like at 45 degrees. Bring your hands to heart center and go down. Bend your right knee. And then go to the other side. And then flip. You can touch the ground. You can lift the toes. Just continue doing that. And rise up, all the way up. Put all 10 toes towards the front wall. Namaste your hands. And namaste forward fold. Bring your left hand to the mat and your your right hand up for twisting triangle. Can you push your right hip back
It's in the doing that you create a new life for yourself. Observing your ripples, your complaints, and taking responsibility for your part in that complaint. You made your own peanut butter sandwich. And fold forward. Bring your left foot forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up into chair. Sit into that chair. Lift your 10 toes. Go to the heels. Sit down in your chair. Hands to heart center. Bring your left elbow right knee. Twist to the right. Rise up into chair. Sit in that chair. One breath. Sit in your chair. Breathe in. Sit in your chair. Breathe in. You can do this. Sit in your chair. Hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Sit in your chair. Hands to the center. Forward fold. Very good. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Fingers to toe, forward fold. Take your peace finger, reach between your toes. Bend your knees until your belly touches your thighs. And pull. Straighten your legs. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bring your right foot back. Rise up to warrior one. Your right foot's at 45 degrees. Your hips are facing forward. Bring your left foot to the top of the mat. Open up to warrior two. Shoulder blades are together. Your hip is open. Exalt your warrior. Flip your front palms. Thumb to index finger. Bring your left hand to the sky. Right hand to your shin. Bring your eyeballs to your crown of your head. What are you doing here? Yeah, your discovery comes in the doing, not in the thinking. Warrior two. What are you doing here? Are you bringing your shoulder blades together? Bind your hands behind your back. You can switch your bind. Straighten your arms and fold forward. Your humble warrior. Warrior two. Very good. Straighten out the left leg. Triangle on the left-hand side. Flip your palms to the sidewall. Bring your left hand to your left shin, to a block with the outside of your left foot. Then take the length of the mat here. What are you doing? Sometimes we get discouraged because we don't see the movement. It's subtle, it's small. For those of you who like to cook, that's why we only salt at the end, because the movements are small and a little bit of salt is too much sometimes. You spice at the end. Yeah, so here we're at the end. What can you do? That's where creativity comes from. Adding something different, something. It's not in the making things up in your head. That's like eating the same sandwich every day and getting bored of that and trapped by it. You don't see a way out. It never occurred to you to make another sandwich. It's like the warrior two. Flip all 10 toes towards the side wall and fold forward. And then rise up, bring your hands to heart center, and then go take your front foot, put it forward, and then bend your right knee. Like that, you can lift your toes. Do the other side. One more. And 3. And 4. And 5. Rise all the way up. Pull all 10 toes towards the front. Bring your right foot in. Bring your hands to the back for namaste, or reach for the elbows and fold forward. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the sky. We're twisting triangle. Yeah, we're stuck in our minds, in our own creation. We get discouraged because we want results right now. Think of this as a small micro movement as you just expand and become patient with yourself. Bring your left hand to the mat. Bring your right foot forward, halfway lift, forward fold, rise up to extended mountain. And sit in your chair. Lift the 10 toes, spread them. Go towards the heel, bring your knees over your ankles if you can. Bring your shoulder blades together. Hands to the mat. Halfway lift. And forward fold. Bring your palms underneath your feet. For palms to toes, forward fold. Bend your knees. Fold forward, pull, and then straighten your legs. And release. Spread your feet mat width apart and come to Malasana squat. You can use a block here. Bring your hands to heart center and push. Use your elbows to push against your knees. You can stay in Malasana squat, or you can try crow. If you're trying crow, I'll guide you through that. Put your hands forward. Bring your knees to the armpits as high as you can. Tricep, armpits, elbows. Lift one leg and then the next. And if you're in crow, straighten your arms and then bend them. Straighten your arms and bend. Straighten and bend. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then plank wherever you are. Stay in plank. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your belly button in. Go down to low plank. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. All the way up to extended mountain. Hands to your hips. Standing leg raise, right side. Bring your right knee up. You can reach for your toes or your inside of your knee.
you're reaching for your toes, straighten your leg and bring it to the right side. Your left hand is out and look towards your left hand. Drishti. Take a spot that doesn't move. Right leg forward, hands to the sky, keep that leg out and pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Toes to your nose, keep it up and release. Standing leg raise on the left-hand side. Lift your left knee. You can reach for the toes. Expand your knee to the side and right arm out and look to the right. Bring your left leg up, hands to the skies, keep that leg out. Kick it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Keep it up. Breathe. Breathe in. Deep breath. Exhale. Breathe in. Keep it up. Exhale. Breathe in. Keep it up. Exhale. One more breath in. Keep it up. And release. Dancer on the right-hand side. Hands to the ceiling. Right elbow, right hip. Bend your right knee. Reach for the inside, not the outside of your right foot. And then push into that hand and express your dancer. Kick into that knee. Kick it up. Breathe in and kick. Breathe in and kick. Breathe in and kick. Breathe in and kick up and release. Dancer left-hand side, hands to the sky. Left elbow, left knee. Left elbow, left hip. Bend your left knee. Catch the inside of the left foot and kick into that left hand for a dancer. Breathe in. Kick up. Breathe in. Kick up. Breathe in and kick up. Kick. 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 And release. Dancer on the right-hand side, hands to the sky. Right elbow, right hip. Bend your right knee, express your dancer. Why is it that we need that permission to express ourselves, to go deeper? Because we want to belong, feel part of something. So we like to cheer. So go higher. You can do this. Push higher. You got this. Push higher and release. Yeah, celebrate that. Hands to the sky. Left elbow, left hip. Bend your left knee and dancer on the left-hand side. You know, that's what we like to cheer, is because we feel part of something. It's good. Accept it. That way you're not eating your sandwich by yourself. And push up. And push up. And then someday, maybe one day, we'll share our new sandwich with someone and release. Hands to the ceiling. Hands to your heart, tree on the right-hand side. So bring your hands to your hip. And then flip your left foot, your left knee to the side, and then you can leave it on the floor, on the shin, in the inside thigh, on the crease. Hands to the heart. Express your tree. Take a spot that doesn't move and observe. Drishti. Release your toes. Observe. Where are you struggling? Or you're resisting. Observe. What you resist will persist. Bring your knee up front and release. Tree on the left. From the ball of your left foot. Bring your left knee out. Bring your foot to the desired position and express your tree. Take a spot that doesn't move, drishti. Observe your breath, release your toes. Activate your right quad. Pull your belly button in. Observe. Shoulder blades together. Press the big toe onto the floor. And release. Shake that out. Hands to the sky. And forward fold. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga for plank. Or we'll stay in plank. Go to low plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Go to low plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For high plank. Go to low plank for 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Low plank for 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Can't count. High plank. Low plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Low plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Cobra. Hands underneath your shoulders. Your elbows are tightened at your side ribs. Lift your head up. Lift your chest up. Lift your hands up. Go up. Breathe in. Lift your legs up. Breathe in. Lift your chest up. Breathe in. Best cobra ever. Chest up. Shoulder blades together. And release. Very good. Bend your knees for flow bow. Reach for the outside of your feet. Put your hands. And then lift your knees, kicking into your hands. Lift your legs up, lift your chest up, lift your gaze up, and kick. Breathe in and kick. What are you doing here? Shoulder blades together. Kick. I'm part of you guys. Kick. I'm doing it and release. And shoulder, right, wipe your windshield, wash your feet. And upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Come to your knees and then spread your knees mat width apart and come to sit on your heels. We'll do hero. Bring your hands behind you and then shoot your hips up. And this is hero pose. Or you can go on your forearms or on your back. If you're on your back, you can reach for your hands on top of your head and you push your hips up. If you're in the original position, and if you're in the facing down, activate your quads no matter what. Pull your belly button to the side, spine, and then push your hips up. And slowly rise up. Hands on your knees, palms facing down for grounding. Breathe in. and out, and in, and out. And bring your legs forward and come to lie down on your back. And we'll do bridge. I know this is everybody's favorite part. Bend your knees so you can touch your heel with your hands and then shoot your hips up. Use your hands to push your hips up and push up. Bring the eyeballs to your crown of your head. Lift your 10 toes. Go on the ball of your feet. And release. And we'll do bridge or wheel. I'll guide you to wheel. Bring your hands just above your ears, mat width apart, your fingers pointing to your heels. Yeah, and push your hips up. For 2, go on your top of your head and then extend your arms for wheel. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bridge or wheel, yogi, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yogi, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yogi, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yogi, go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take a deep breath in and release. Deep breath in. Yogi, go. Last one. Bridge your wheel. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 10, 9, 8, straighten your legs. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your feet together. Let your knees fall on the side. You can bring your right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart, and just release. And bring your knees to your chest, and then reach for the outside of your feet or the inside of your big toe. And for happy baby or dead bug, push your heels toward the side, rib cage, your chin, and go from side to side. And bring your knees to your chest. And then straighten your legs up. And bring your hands behind your ears. Take your right hand, reach for the outside of your left foot and crunch. And then back, switch left to outside of right for 2 and 3 and 4, crunch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands underneath your lower back. Bring your feet to 60 degrees. Bring them down to 30 degrees. Bring them down to Hover. Flip your toes towards your nose and look at your toes. Bring it up to 30 degrees and to 60 degrees. All the way up to 90. Bring your knees to your chest. And then let your feet drop to the ground. So bring your feet to Supta Baddha Konasana, so your feet are touching together and your knees are wide. Bring your hands behind your ears. If you can, lift your feet off the ground and then crunch up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep the whole hold and release. Let's do another set of that. Feet together, press in your feet, lift the feet off the ground, crunch up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get out of your mind. 8, 9, 10, 8, 6, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring both knees together, then bring them to the right side. And your torso is still facing up, and side crunches for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip them to the other side. Knees to the other side. Crunch it on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees to your chest. Very good. Abdominal twist. Bring your shins parallel to the mat. Hands behind your ear. Straighten your right leg. Bring your right shoulder to your left knee, and then switch. And then switch for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now bring your knees to your chest. And then rock back and forth. And we'll do double pigeon. So bend your right knee, and then bring your left ankle over your right knee. And you can use your hands to prop up or pull up. So you bend forward. Or you can wrap your hands around your leg. Consider that most of the stuff that we believe we made up. We didn't create. Recently, I switched jobs from CEO to culture coach. Because I wanted to get away from the story of who I was. I'm not the title.
because I was pretending. And it took me months to get away from that title. Like it was months, like 6 months to just have the courage to just say, you know what, I'm giving up the title of CEO, and then switch legs. Right ankle over left knee. It was a very interesting exercise to let go of that title. I thought, friends would disappear. But what it gave me when I did that, because I actually did that, that's something I did. I released the title. And then I moved into this new way of being for myself. I did something different. Started to teach yoga online, for example. And in that doing, I discovered something new. Like it's the same thing as the peanut butter sandwich. I didn't like the life I had, but yet I had made that up. I could go back to the kitchen and make myself a ham sandwich if I wanted to. Yeah, you have that power too. You either make up stories about what people tell you or what you have, or to create something new by doing something. Yeah, I think of your brain as a lake, and you can, every time you throw a pebble into it, you have ripples that are vibrating, and it gets bigger and bigger as it gets near to the shore. Yeah, you create that ripple. You can observe it, and you could try to swim into it. And release. Bring both legs forward. And then bring your right foot to inside of your left, your left foot inside your right thigh and stretch up. Bend your knee as much as you need to and reach for the toes. Bring your forehead to the knee. Yeah, so what are you going to create? Are you tired of eating the same sandwich? Switch legs. Hands to the sky. Bend the knee. Reach for the foot. Bring your forehead to your knee. We're all designed to create something new, create magic, either by giving life or by actually creating something and doing a new way of being, a new recipe. And knowledge by itself has no hurt. Wisdom, though, that has heart, that has power. And then come to lie on your back. And we'll do shoulder stand. Bring your feet up to the floor, to the sky. You can do a headstand here. Or an arm balance. And bring your feet to the top of your head for plow. Bring your knees to your ears. Dead man pose. And then slowly come out of that and come to lay on your back. Bring your knees to your right And your gaze to the left for supine twist on the right. Yeah, so if you had a chance to download Spotify, and you can click the link inside the chat and supine twist to the left. So while you're in Shavasana, you can listen to this. And bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a hug. This song is approximately 9 minutes. Yeah. When you have time, you'll bring it to 1:15 after the hour. So you have about 9 minutes left for that. And spread out for Shavasana. Feet are wide, hands are wide. Try to stay here for a bit. This is the work right here. Growth comes into the rest, as my friend Dr. Wells would say, and he's right. Right here is when you grow. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in and release. Breathe in